Hi everybody, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a quick review on the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I finally got my hands on this palette. I wanted to give you guys my honest opinion on it and if I think it's worth getting, and I also wanted to compare it to the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette and the original chocolate bar palette just to see if you guys do have one of these, if it's worth getting the Sweet Peach palette and if they have similar tones or similar shades, if this one is really necessary. Unfortunately, I don't have the chocolate bonbon palette. I just never had an interest in that palette. I don't know, it just never appeal to me. I'm going to compare the formula and the colors to see if any of them are similar and if the formula is the same. So if you guys want to see my review, then please keep watching. Okay, so I'm not going to do swatches of the palette because there's like a bajillion videos with swatches, but I do want to talk about the colors in the palette and the tones. They have a really good selection of shades. They have really pretty bronzy shades, very wearable, neutral shades. They have a little bit of purple and of course the peachy pink shades. I just want to talk about the formula real quick. Now, these are definitely in my top 5 favorite palettes. I love these, but I feel like the Sweet Peach palette is just a tad more pigmented than the other two. I don't know if that's just me. Maybe it's because this one is brand new and these I've had for like a year. If you guys have both palettes, let me know if you feel that way too or if it's just me. I don't know. But I feel like this one just has a little bit more color payoff and a little bit more pigmentation than the other two. So I really do love the formula. If you guys have never tried Too Faced shadows before, they're very stiff, but they're very pigmented, but they're not powdery. They have no fallout. They're really beautiful. They're just a little on the stiff side. So sometimes with some shades, you do have to build it up a little bit. But other than that, I love the Too Faced formula. And of course, this palette does smell like peach. Honestly, I like the chocolate smell a little bit more, but this one is a really cool scent. It's definitely really sweet. I feel like the shades in here are very unique. I think it's a very unique palette. It's very different from any other palette that I've seen. I feel like so many palettes out there that all these brands come out with just have the same like tones in it, same colors. I just feel like this one is very different than any other palette. So like I said, I wanted to compare it to these two. Honestly, I feel like it's very different than these two. The only thing I can say is that, and I will give you guys a close-up comparison with all of them together, but I feel like the only similarities are there's a lot of bronzy brown colors in both of these palettes, and there are a couple bronzy shades in the Sweet Peach palette, but other than that, I feel like they're very different. Even the matte shades are very different. Like none of them are identical or very similar to any of the shades in the chocolate bar palette or the semi-sweet palette. I feel like it is very different. So if you do have one of these palettes or both of them, I think you should totally get this one too because they're so different. And that's something that I was kind of nervous about because I have so many eyeshadow palettes. They're my weakness. I buy so many of them. I have a whole drawer full of them. I feel like nothing is like this palette. I feel like it is so different, so unique, and really gorgeous. So I feel like if you guys do have these two, you can definitely get this one, and it's not very similar. It's not like the same basic shadows. They're very unique, very different. So I think the peach palette is definitely worth getting. I really like it and I can't wait to play around with it more. If you guys are a big fan of the Too Faced eyeshadow formula, then I would definitely pick this up. I think it's definitely worth getting. I also wanted to mention that I never ordered on toofaced.com before, but this time I did. And they gave me 2 deluxe size of their products. They gave me the Hangover RX and the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara for like no charge at all. And I feel like these are like 100 points at Sephora. So the fact that they give you 2 for free is like amazing. So I thought that was really cool. So I would definitely order off toofaced.com again.
So this is an overview of the Sweet Peach palette. And then this is it compared with the original chocolate bar palette. As you guys can see, it's not very similar. Maybe the matte shades are a little similar, but the only thing that's really similar are those bronzy brown colors, but that's really it. And then that is a overview of the chocolate bar palette. Now this is the semi-sweet palette. Same thing. I feel like they're not really similar. The only similarities are those bronzy brown shades, which I feel like are so wearable though. But yeah, that's really it.
But yeah, overall, I highly recommend this palette. I hope this video was helpful and I hope you guys enjoyed. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching and I'll see you guys later. Bye.